your time at Arizona, you know, you start getting really good guys. And I'm just telling you, the only way I was successful was the help that I had across the country, you know, the former players, because what happened was I turned into Uncle Book. I turned into a dude that I was going to make sure that you were okay. And that I knew nothing else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Rel, if I'm recruiting your son and you tell me you need to get the games, well, that's my job. I got to figure a way out. And I do understand that there's rules and regulations, and I follow them and I abide by them. But what am I supposed to tell you when your son's hungry? And I gave you my word that all through the recruiting process, I got him.
Right.
There's never been a kid on our campus that I didn't take care of.
Absolutely.
Whether I recruited you or not. And if you needed a desk, if you needed a bed, if you needed a laptop, if you needed a pillow, because everyone talks about, man, these kids get scholarships. Man, some of these kids, they don't know how to balance a checkbook.
Right.
But when I recruit you, Rel, I'm sitting in your living room and I'm telling you I'm going to make sure he's all right. Well, what does that mean?
Right.
I can't wait till you get on my campus and say, hold up. I now can make sure that he gets a meal.
Mm-hmm.
I now can make sure he eat.
Right.
If those kids was honest, if you ask all of them that's ever been there, all of them have been to my house to eat.
Right.
That's a fact. And the crazy thing, my wife became auntie because, again, those are our kids.
Right.
So, again, we got somebody pregnant. I wasn't there. Yo, won't come failing. Failing how? But again, think about, and I always took it back to when we were 17 and 18, when we were 19 and 20. Bro, how were we?
Right.
You know, and I think so many guys fail to realize, like, how were we at that age? What, you know, again, some of these kids, they not in school because they want a degree. I always push the degree because I always say, like, you chase your dreams like you catch your education. I learned that from Tom Konchowski. But Terrell, you know, like I know, some kids are there because they have a situation at home. Again, I was a young father. I had a daughter at 17 years old. I wasn't ready for that.
Right.
And like I said, whatever I didn't learn, the streets taught me.
Right.
My mother had me at 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever I didn't learn, streets taught me.
Right.
I couldn't have that. Not only could I not have that, I had to make sure that any kid, any parent, I had to make sure that when I gave my word, it was solid. Death, taxes, and book. Solid.